Girls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. It's Makeup by Wanjiru, and if you're a returning follower, karibu sana, and thank you for always watching my videos. So guys, today's video is all about how to make a client with an oily skin. So starting off, I'm going to start with my eyebrows, and I'm using my spoolie to tap in with a gel brows, because I always, as you all know, I always line with my eye pencil Davis number 18, and then I come and fill in with my gel brows. Also, you can use a soap, guys. Wet your soap, clear one, and then you just fill in and tap with your spoolie. Or also, again, you can use a wax, dready wax, and then you just tap it and follow the structure of that face. So cleaning off, I'm using my angle brush, and I'm cleaning with my Black Girl concealer. And when you're cleaning off your eyebrows, guys, you're supposed to drag it down so that it may be so easy to clean off your concealer. So always drag it down while cleaning so that it may be so easy to clean, to remove the excess. And then on the upper part of the brows, you're supposed to use a foundation that matches her skin color, so that it may not be hard while, or it may not bring the harshness on the forehead. So always use a foundation that matches her skin color. So for eyeshadow, instead of starting off from the lower lid, just on the upper lid, is where you place your first transition. And before applying the eyeshadow, you're supposed to use a concealer, the concealer that you've used concealing the eyebrows of the client. You're supposed to use a concealer and tap it in. After tapping it in, also there is a prime eyeshadow, so you can use that. So you can use eyeshadow primer. So guys, for eyeshadow, instead of starting out from the lower lid, just on the upper lid, there is where you place your first transition shade. So always start with the outer corner going to the inner corner. Always start from the outer corner going to the inner corner. Where I'm pointing is the inner corner going to the outer corner. And never use a shimmery eyeshadow on the outer corner. Guys, I repeat, never use a shimmery eyeshadow using an outer corner. So always use a matte eyeshadow. Always use a matte eyeshadow, and then always tap. Just tap gently, never drag your eyeshadow. So for my transition shade, we are going for today is brown, dark brown. Please all dark brown, and again kindly just tap, don't drag, as I've said. And just tap gently, and I'm using a classic palette for today. And then outer corner, guys, use a fluffy brush, and then inner corner use a angle brush and tap gently. But today's video, it's all about matte eyeshadow. Even on the inner corner, I'm just doing a matte eyeshadow. Just tap gently, tap. And for blending, always use a smaller brush so that you may avoid a demarcation in between them. And again, use a matte for transition. Just tap in a gentle way. Tap. Yes. So guys, Always focus on the upper lid and avoid that space in between for the lower lid. So always focus for the upper lid and you avoid the space that is in between the lower lid, so that it may give us the nice pigmentation of it all, and again to avoid a demarcation line on our eyes. Yep. And just always take your time while doing your brows. Always take your time while doing your eyeshadow, because that is the key on makeup. Eyebrows and the eyes are always key on the makeup. So just tap in a circular motion to avoid a demarcation on those two transition shades. So moving on to the face. So after you're done with the eyes, we're moving on to the face, whereby guys, you must moisturize and apply primer on your face. So if your client if your client is oily, like our client, she's oily, so you're supposed to use a mattifying product. So my moisturizer, I've used a CeraVe moisturizer from Vita Farm Cosmetic. It's within Moy Avenue Street, guys. And after that, I'm using my primer. Also, it's a matte foundation. After applying my primer, guys, just give it like 2 or 3 minutes to absorb on her face, and it works best that way because it will not move. So after primer, we apply foundation, and for application, use a damp beauty blender. And I'm saying a damp beauty blender. So remove the excess on the beauty blender, that is water, so that the beauty blender is not supposed to be wet, but supposed to be so damp. Again, always start from your cheeks going down to avoid a fresh product on the under eye, to avoid the creasiness. Tap it in until it blends, and please take your time on blending. On the upper side, guys, always start from the brows going up. Don't start from the hairline going downwards. Start from the brows going up to avoid demarcation line, and also to avoid the distraction of that foundation on the hairline. Always start from the upper side going to the hairline. Also, a tip for beginners: avoid using a fresh product around the under eye, guys, and the nose region. There is a very big chance it's going to crease when you're applying too much product, and that's why I've started from the cheeks going down. So after you're done the product that have remained on the beauty blender, just come and tap it in those areas. So just tap it in, always tap it in. So next, to highlight, I'll be using the same concealer I used to clean my brows. And please avoid using too much product, especially for concealer. Always use a little product. If you use too much product, and I guarantee you your face will look cakey. To look so cakey, mostly on the under eye, will have creasiness on that, and we don't want that. So avoid too much product and blend it in immediately as you go. Okay. So start off on your under eye, blend it in, then go to the bridge of the nose, blend it in also as you go. Because when the concealer dries out, guys, and actually I'm using a lager concealer, when that concealer dries, it dries very quickly, and you don't want to come back when it's already dry, because guys, it's gonna crease and it's gonna give you a hard time. Trust me, it's gonna give you a hard time, and it will bring a harshness on that area, and we don't want that. So the best thing is just tap and continue with the process to avoid the creasiness. So for contouring, I'm using, when you want to contour, always use three darker shade of a skin color, and highlighter, guys, 3 lighter shade of her color. I repeat, for contour, use 3 darker shade on a skin color, and for highlighter, use 3 lighter shade of a skin color. And then to blend it in, guys, always, if you're a beginner, just flip the sponge on the other side and then tap in a circular motion. Don't tap in a straight way, but tap in a circular motion. Always tap in a circular motion, and it's gonna give you the pigmentation that we want. It's gonna give you the clearance that we want. Always tap in a circular motion. So for my blusher, guys, I'm using a lipstick. You can comprehend, if you don't have a blusher, you can use lipstick, or also you can use your what is this called, the eyeshadow palette, the red one, and then you comprehend it as a blusher if you don't have one on that case. So just tap in with the sponge that you use to blend your foundation, so that it may appear natural, so that it may look good and it may appear natural. Just take your time and tap and tap. So to set, I'm setting where I've concealed, or rather where I've highlighted. So always blow out excess. I hate baking, guys. I really hate baking because it will give you the creasiness on your under eye, which you don't want. So blow out the excess before setting. And for my beginners, always tap in a gently way. Always tap in a gently way, and then you come back with your brush and blow out the excess. And for my setting powder, I'm using a clear setting powder. No, sorry, a translucent. I don't know why I always say clear, but it's a translucent setting powder. Also from a cosmetic firm. No, from Pharmatic Cosmetic. Just do it in a gentle way. And yeah, guys, that's it for today. That's for an oily skin. So remember, I've done matte product. So thank you for watching. Till next time.